Hello, I am Test Drive, and welcome finally to another episode of Project Gotham Racing 4. This is episode 46. And in this episode, we are going to be doing something a little bit different because I haven't done a major in a video since, like, the 20th episode, because I only did them for the first season. But for season 4, we are going to be continuing on with the majors and doing them on video, just because it is the final, they're the final ones. So our first one is going to be, of course, the Asia Time Major, which, of course, I've gotten 50 points on before in first place, yada, yada, yada. And for this series, we are going to be using the Roof CTR Yellowbird. I'm surprised I haven't used this car yet. Maybe I just bought it or something. Honestly, I haven't played this game in about 2 or 3 weeks because I've been busy with a lot of other shit. As you've probably seen via my real life channel, the video I just uploaded about fixing my transmission, my Ranger, my truck, in real life, because it needed to be fixed and I had to take out the entire transmission. So that wasn't very quick. And then also Halloween stuff was going on, and I wanted to do that because I always like doing Halloween stuff. So, but we are back apparently, and let's get started. Alright, on to our first hot lap, which I have to beat a 115 roughly, or something like that. Or no, I have to finish 24th or above, which means I have to get a 121. So hopefully this car isn't too uncontrollable. That's the only problem I may have, but I think it'll be fine. I think I can handle it, because these cars are insane in real life. I think it was like the fastest road going car in like 1984 or something. Sometime in the early to mid 80s was this thing's golden age. Because I know the Callaway Sledgehammer, of course, took the 250 mile per hour cake, but this car was pretty damn insane. It had a record of some sort. I can't remember what it was with how fast it was. And it just looks badass too, because I love 930s. Yeah, it's definitely before 1990, because that would have been a 964 then, and this is not a 964. Very much different from a 964. Help. Oh shit. Oh no, the finish line's still further up. Come on, go car. It's right there. No, it isn't. Where's the finish line at? Hello? Is it around this next turn? I think it's around here somewhere. Somewhere around. There it is. I may actually. 112. Hell yeah. I barely beat the first place score, so I don't think I'm gonna have any issues with this. Luckily. Yeah, I got a second better, 1.1 seconds better than the previous first place. Alright, I'll take it. Alright, on to our second hot lap, which I have to beat roughly a 150, 155-ish. So, that should be fairly simple. But anyway, since it's fairly early on in this video and there might actually still be people watching, I've been thinking, since I think in the time that it took me between the time I recorded the last episode of this and now, Xbox has actually released the first batch, oh god, of original Xbox games backwards compatible on the Xbox One. And now my question is, say theoretically, although it's not really theoretical, that I have never played a single game, original Xbox game, that was one of the 13 I haven't played any of the 13 original Xbox games that are backwards compatible. Never. There's a Star Wars game. There's like the game called Black. I've never played any of those games. Say theoretically I wanted to let's play one of those games on the Xbox One, just because it'd be cool. Which games should I play out of the 13 that are available? Because I really don't know anything about any of them. Honestly, if I were to pick, I'd probably go for the Star Wars one, because I don't know, Star Wars. I've had some fun with Star Wars games before, mostly Battlefront 2, because that's the only, I think that's the only Star Wars game I've ever actually played. But yeah, leave in the comments below which one, if any, I should play, because it sounds like it'd be pretty fun. And I want to see like what they can do on the Xbox One with the original Xbox games. Also, this car gets lots of kudos, random note, which I'm kind of happy for, because I like kudos. So I think I have to be like a 309 was my or stay in first place. Oh, God. That's not how you stay in first place, though. Hey, look at that. That's how you recover right there. That's fucking how you do it. And I don't think I beat first place, but whatever. I got 310. Not horrible. Also, I'm upset that they didn't add any original Xbox games that I actually know to the backwards compatible list yet. Like, give me Midnight Club 3 or Rise for Challenge 2, and I will be extremely happy. And we are on to our third stage, which is another hot lap. We have to finish 8th or above to qualify for the Eliminator Final. There's going to be one more race after this. We have to beat a 5:11 or 5:25. It might be the 5:25, honestly. Hopefully I can get the top spot, but it's not really necessary, so I'm not really worried about it. Also, this has a really, really long intro scene. Holy crap. Also, random note, how come all Porsches, like 930s and old, well, I don't know actually about all 930s. But I noticed at least like 70s and maybe even early 80s Porsches, the windshield wipers go the wrong direction. Which they do on this one too. What I mean is, if I go to interior view, if I can, so the way the windshield wipers are supposed to work on cars is they're supposed to be straight up and down, like at their peak, like to the, like, on the driver's side, on the far driver's side, because that's how you get the most coverage on the side that you're actually, you know, seeing out of in the car. But for some reason, Porsches, you know, 914s, 944s even, I think, maybe 924s, but like all the at least 70s Porsches I've seen and older have them like this. And it makes no sense to me because they're German cars, and it seems that, you know, they would fit, you know, driving in Germany. So, I don't know. Random note. Like I was driving a Porsche the other day, a 1973 911, and it had the windshield wipers like that. Like, this is pretty silly. Gotta get them kudos, even though I'm not gonna get, like, hardly any kudos out of this at all. Nice little star bonus. It's also raining. By the way, I'm talking about windshield wipers. Also, it's raining. Man, I am smart. Today is a smart day for me. This car sounds fantastic too. And another thing about the Porsche I actually drove. Oh God, the 1973 Porsche I actually drove. It had, like, how Porsches sound in games usually, like this. Usually they don't sound like that in real life, at least while you're driving. But I swear to God, this car sounded exactly like, you know, all the Porsche 911s, like the 930s I've heard in games, and it was fucking fantastic. I don't think I got first place. I can't remember what the time to beat was, but at least I got into the top 8. Yeah, fourth place, whatever. I can come back from that. Don't you worry. Alright, on to our final race, which is an eliminator. We actually have people to race against, of course. And there's a bunch of other cars, and you can look at those if you want. And you can look at them as I pass them, or maybe not, because I'm already starting in fourth place. Whatever. Alright, get that acceleration. You hear that turbo? Oh, jeez. Hello. Oh, he's dead. Rip that motorcycle driver. Sam Bishop, get your ass back here in your F40. I want the F40. Do I have the F40? I don't think I do. Bitch. Bitch up. Get back here, Sam. Oh, wow. I can't believe I actually made that corner. I'm genuinely surprised. I thought I was going to smash into a wall. I have to say, this car is pretty fantastic. It's not super uncontrollable, and it does slide, and so you can get kudos in it pretty well. But it's not nearly as crazy as I was expecting. Damn it, PGR. Ruining my immersion. Or what everybody else says about this car that actually drives in real life, how fucking insane it is. Speaking of fast cars, I drove a Shelby GT350R today. A brand new one, real basic brand new. 2016. With 190 miles on it. That was fun. The thing that surprised me most, because I never really drive high performance cars that much, like super high performance like that. Like, you know, I'll drive a 90s Corvette or whatever. But I have to say, the thing that caught me off guard the most was how well the brakes worked. And how quickly it was able to stop without actually, like, locking up the wheels. So, it's very fast in a straight line. And then you can also slow down very, very fast. It's kind of terrifying, honestly. Because if you don't know and you hit the brakes hard, you're going to probably fly through the windshield. And then it was pretty cool, like, it was weird, the ride was really rough. I mean, would kind of expect it, but like, I've felt, you know, like sport tune cars or whatever, sport suspension, and they weren't nearly as rough riding as this car, for whatever reason. And I tried it, you know, it has a different suspension modes, and I tried it in both, and it was about the same in both, honestly. So I don't know. Other than that, it was definitely a nice car. Definitely a lot of fun to drive. Considering it's got like 325 wide tires on the back. It's got like, I think it's got 305s on the front and 325s in the back, or 315s, one of the two. Why do I keep messing up this corner? Although I've been doing it progressively worse the entire time I've been racing. The first lap I didn't hit the wall, I almost did. The second lap I kind of hit the wall, and that lap I just smashed it. What is my problem? I also drove a, speaking of brand new Mustangs, or brand new in quotes, I drove a 1993 Fox body convertible 5.0 LX with the white package, so it had white paint, white wheels, and white interior, which is pretty cool because it's such a 90s thing. Kind of like my uncle had a Chrysler LeBaron GTC that was all white wheels and everything. But I drove that, and it only had I think when I stopped driving it had 175 miles on it. Yes, 175, not 175,000. Only 175 from 1993. And that was a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie, a Fox body with a 5-speed is very, very fun to drive. They're not like super tossable or anything. Tossable, not tossable. But it's fast enough. Hey, I got a trophy. It's like fast enough in the straight line. It doesn't have that much power, obviously, but still, very, very fun car to drive. I'd probably buy one someday. Buy a cheap Fox body somewhere. Get myself into some trouble. But, oh, hey, look at that. I bought the Ultimate Ferrari pack. And the only two that are left are the Hyper Sports and Caparo. Because I don't care about... I'll worry about the motorcycles later, honestly. Because I don't feel like spending my money on those yet. And plus, I want everything in this shop, so that'll happen at some point. But anyways, let's watch our little cutscene here. We're going from Asia all the way to North America? Yes. I couldn't remember. Off to North America we go, where there's Quebec and stuff. Michelin test track. I saw that one in New York City and Las Vegas. Hey, DBR1. Or DBR9, not DBR1. DBR1 was that from the 50s. This episode was not nearly as long as I thought it was going to be. For some reason I thought it was going to take forever to do this major, but not really. Also, for the qualification, if you didn't realize, I auto-qualified because I was trying to figure out what car to use, and I hit A, and it said, oh, you can go through the or you don't have to go through the qualifier, and it's like, okay. But anyways, we are going to be doing East Coast Masters next episode, whatever that means. So thank you all for watching, and I'm out of here. See ya.